This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
From what day I may find out, certain people not like me. I pre-one caucus bag a thing now. Next through me I do it like Nike. But me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Me just a do it like Nike.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, ESC Distributors Limited, Fine Threads, First Caribbean Bank, Fun Foods Wholesale, the IAAF Road Relays Bahamas, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, the National Insurance Board, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's and Games, and Tropical Gyros.
And good afternoon, good day, hello everybody. This Pearly in the house. It's Talking Heads Thursday on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. It's so good to be here with you today. How everybody doing out there? I think we're finally getting some warm weather. Boy, I got to share this before I go any further with anything, because see, I know Ali can talk my business. So before this producer talk my business, came here with my phone dead, panicking because I left my charger home. Borrowed his charger, plugged it in. I said, man, your charger ain't working, your charger ain't working. Coming to find out the drop cord wasn't plugged in. And I'm sitting here again looking like a nut. So that's the rough start of the day. So you got to help me make this a good day. We're going to have open lines. My guests can't make it anymore. I guess they don't want to talk about this subject, but we can talk about it. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Outside of Nassau, 242-300-5720. The text line powered by BTC, 422-4796. 422-4796. Let me know, hit me up. Let's talk with some things. Anything you don't want to talk about today, we can talk about. Any and everything. But the first thing, let's look at the front page of The Guardian. Major changes to Electricity Act. BPL will be able to raise rates without ERCA. GBPA says it is focused on investment for Freeport. Unaudited report claims $185,000 surplus for the Carifta 2023. Stiff fines in new environmental planning and protection bill. Let's look at the business section quickly. Energy bill outlines government's push to diversify power distribution and generation. Deborah Deal from Chamber of Commerce says they are trying to divide up the energy supply, transmission, distribution, and have more energy providers through solar as opposed to fossil fuels. Funds approved for restoration of Fort Fincastle Water Tower, says the PM. Government tables bill to regulate supply of liquefied natural gases. China gives government agricultural machinery worth $50,000. And Campbell, the Porterski vendors given money to rebuild burnt down stalls. And right like that, we can jump right on the phone lines, and we got callers in already. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. We can take our first caller right now. Caller, you're on the air. How are you?
Good day, Pearly.
How are you, my dear? I can't call you that many things. Somebody tell me that I ain't supposed to say that already. So how are you doing,
I was
man?
supposed to ask you. Were you not supposed to call me that, but can I call you?
You could call me anything you want, but just don't call me too late.
Okay, hi, Pearly, darling.
How you doing? How's everything?
Listen, don't worry about the phone and the charger thing. That happens to the best of us. I just want to start you off on a better day that you got started on.
I terrible when I go like panic when my phone died. I don't know why.
Listen, that's your third arm. What you talking about? Who don't know why?
And this charge I plug in don't look like it working. Mr. Producer, I might have to borrow out the charger from you because this thing just sitting like that and ain't moving.
Listen, don't put the phone on the bed and slip under the pillow and you die in to find it and can't find it.
Listen, okay. you ever had the phone in your hand with the light on looking for it?
Listen, I wear glasses. I'm walking around looking for my glasses and rowing.
On your face. I've done that before too. So don't feel bad. Be in good company. What's up today?
Just calling to try and change your day.
Oh, thank you so much. God bless you.
Have a good day, Pearly.
You have a better one. That's wonderful. We got the next caller. Caller, you on the air? Are you there, caller? How you doing?
Hello.
I'm here. I can hear you.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
Hey, sir.
I trying to stay out of trouble.
I can hardly hear you.
You can hardly hear. Can you hear me now?
This Sparky, would you believe it?
Oh. Okay, now behave yourself today. Now, don't cause me get in trouble. What's up?
Man, look here. I've been behaving myself so much that I don't believe this me.
How you been?
What I don't understand is, why am I not allowed to defend myself, an original bucket mouth talk show chronicler, with all the respect for many years, all of a sudden, they got me blocked of a talk show.
Well, don't worry about that. You're talking to me now. Let's deal with the subject. You see BPL, what BPL doing. You see what's happening. Talk to me, man. What you feel about that?
Yes, but you said it's open line show.
Yeah, there's open line show, so we can talk. Go ahead.
But I still believe that I should deserve to defend myself.
Okay, I understand.
I can be very respectable because I don't use obscene language. I don't cuss. I am not a Christian, but I'm a person that believes in God.
Wait, now see, there's a difference. You believe in Jesus Christ, right?
No, I believe in God.
You all right, but you are a Christian because Christians are Christ believers. So
No.
That's not the practicing
I believe
Christian.
in God.
Okay, I got you. Okay, fair enough.
Because I believe in God doesn't mean that I'm a Christian.
Okay, all right.
If I follow Christ, I'm a Christian.
I got you. Fair enough. Okay.
But to me, God and Christ are two different people.
All right.
Okay?
Well, one thing I don't do is argue. I'll argue politics. I'll argue anything sports, but I don't argue religion. I don't.
But I don't know how you religion.
No, I'm just taking. I say I could necessarily.
I am just because you are naughty at Howard, some of the wisest talk shows
Thank you very much.
that we have out there.
Thank you very much. I thank you very much.
The rest of them who follow the norm, they just bragging for their knowledge of being a talk show host.
I understand. Thank you so much. So what you got growing in that?
Their knowledge is limited to being a human being, and I have a constitutional right in this country just like everybody else.
Yeah, you have a right to defend yourself, but they also
I have the right to defend myself.
But the radio station also has a right to allow who they want on the station from who they don't want on the station.
Hold on. I understand the radio station has the right. For example, a general manager has the right to make a decision on behalf of the company.
That is his right. That is his right, and we will respect that right.
He has that right. But then also, when he talks about the politician, and he says anything about the politician doesn't have the right to protect himself.
The politician has a right to protect himself, but the politician has a number of platforms that he can defend himself on. You don't have to come on back. He doesn't have to come on the radio station to do that. The politician at every Wednesday can get up and say what he got to say.
We are the citizens of the Bahamas.
Yes, we are.
As a constitutional right.
Yeah.
To defend ourselves.
Anyway, let's move on and talk now. What you got growing in that yard? What you harvesting?
Now, see, that's what you're getting at. I heard Naughty say, you and Naughty come pick me up one day to go down by the farm.
Yeah, we coming for you one day.
Did you see what happened the other day on the 22nd of April, 2024?
No, what happened?
Did I tell you all for years that Sparky was planning to reform and redecorate the park in Pride Estate that they call Sparky's Park?
Okay.
On Monday, the 22nd of April 2024.
All right, 3 days ago.
You saw the pictures of it on Facebook?
I did not see the pictures. I will make it a point to go and take a look.
I told them over 15 years ago that I was going to reform Pride Estate Park.
Okay.
On Monday morning, we got a tobacco that be digging 3 feet holes
Okay.
Every 15 feet around the park.
You can plant some trees.
I'm planting fruit trees.
Excellent.
All the different type of fruit trees that we as children grew up eating.
So you have some
from
juju.
The pigeon plum,
the juju,
the gooseberry, the canap, the dilly. Every different 15 feet, we will plant a Bahamian fruit tree.
Excellent.
And every season, when the trees come in to fruition and season, neighbors, residents, children, and guests to Pride Estate will be able to partake with whatever is growing there.
That's wonderful.
Don't take everything. Share everything. Don't take the whole bunch of banana. Take one bunch for you and your family.
Take a hand and give somebody else another hand.
And let everybody eat.
Yeah.
Instead of going around these places, planting all these palms and familiar hearts and hibiscus and foolishness, but nobody can eat.
Let's plant fruit trees.
I plant fruit trees, plant food farmers. And I've been telling the minister, for the last 3 ministers, Benton Roll, Mr. all of them, let's do that. Everybody said they liked the idea, but I'm going to blow my heart off to this young chairman of Boston Beaches, Mr. McKay Barnaby. He said, Smoky, I like the idea, we can do it. And Monday morning we did it. Okay?
Wonderful.
So I blew my heart off.
Congratulations.
A young man, and he's not even from Pride Estate.
Yeah, he's boxing beaches.
He's from Mount Mariah.
But he's
from Mount Mariah.
Yes, but he's responsible for boxing beaches.
We could do it.
Wonderful.
We did it. It hit Facebook. And guess what? In my yard at Pride Estate now, they just delivered 15 more trees.
Okay.
Lilies, mangoes, in my yard.
And you're going to put down in the park
2 trees every month.
Excellent. Congratulations, Sparky.
Plant food David. Plant food David.
Yes.
That's what Sparky do.
Excellent. All right, Sparky, a couple more calls. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Call you on the air. How you doing?
Hey, young man. How you doing?
Thank God for life. What's up?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, in college, you can have your private radio station. You call it underground radio. In fact, you could do it now. And you could say whatever you want and get away with it.
Well, there's a lot of, you can do online radio now and without a license. So that, yeah, a lot of people, some people are doing that.
Okay. And currently, the United States Supreme Court is having a serious debate now whether a president can have immunity from private conduct versus an official act.
That's very interesting.
Okay. And this seems to tie in with what's happening with, IRCA used to be the Public Utilities Commission.
Utilities Regulatory Commission or something like that.
Something like that, right? And whenever you want to have a private conduct versus an official act, and you want to circumvent the law, then you can go to Parliament and pass a bill that actually would make what was legal illegal and what was illegal legal.
Yes.
This seems to be a quagmire when you have these parliamentarians who can actually sit down in a caucus environment and turn what was wrong right and what was right wrong.
I am very, I know where you're getting at. I'm very afraid of this act. The minister made it sound really good, but I've been reading some articles and stuff about that, and something. I'm very anxious to see who the private partner will be. That's what I'm interested in seeing.
Something is in the wind, right?
Yeah, there's been some earlier. The Guardian had indicated, and some others said there's going to be a public-private partnership, PPP, public-private partnership, and I'm interested to see who can be that private partner. I am very interested. I've heard some things. I'm not going to say anything on air, but I've heard some things, and it'd be, boy.
But every time when this administration apparently is in power, there's something to do with electricity that they're tampering with. You notice that? There's always something about this electrical supply and distribution that has to be played with and toyed with. And I'm wondering if boy, we don't want.
I remember the LNG. I remember the LNG saga with the former Chairman Miller pushing for LNG, liquefied natural gas. I remember that.
Yeah, but now,
and I remember trying to get a deal with Venezuela.
But now they're seeing the wisdom in it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I don't think there was lack of wisdom in it. I just didn't think that as a country we were going to get in bed with the country that they wanted to do it, considering our major partner was at odds with them.
Point taken.
So but,
So do you know then, Sina, beyond this topic, what is the actual value or amount that this legacy bill that we owe, and who do we owe it to?
Well, I know that the former administration wanted to do a bond of $580 and could be off a few dollars, $580 million, and that would have covered the legacy bill. So I think the legacy bill is around that. I could be wrong. I stand corrected if somebody can correct me, but the legacy bill is in the hundreds of millions.
And who do we owe it to?
I think we owe
it to me.
Not to me either. I owe them, and I think there's a number of vendors that we owe that to.
Okay, but it really would be fair to the Bahamian public
to lay it all out and be very transparent.
Yeah, I mean, why we have to be doing this cloak and dagger moves when the union is asking you simple, basic questions, and you're not answering, but you're sipping these little laws that you're going to bring into play. It's like you're trying to be conniving, man.
It doesn't give a good look, and it could be all in the up and up. I'm not saying anything is nefarious happening, but let us know. Be transparent. Lay it on the table. We can give this thing to my boy. My boy can get this thing. This is who our private partner could be, and then let the public judge on it.
Yeah, because my boy is my boy.
Whoever it is.
Yeah. Anyway, we like to just remember we have to find a way to hold them accountable.
Yes.
For these private conducts that they're doing, because they're trying to do it under the guise of an official act. And right now, the U.S. Supreme Court has taken up this topic, and we need to lean in on it to see how we could apply it here, and perhaps force some people to just come clean.
Fair enough. I hear you, brother. I hear you loud and clear.
Take care, man.
Thanks for calling. Got another caller on the line. Caller, you're on the air. How you doing today?
Hello.
Hi there. How are you? Listen to the. Don't listen. Turn your radio down, boo. Turn your and talk to me.
Yes. Good afternoon. How are you?
Thank God for life. I got my phone starting to charge, so I feel better.
Oh, well, I can imagine. I know how you go with that phone.
Shh, don't talk my business.
As I listened and read the headlines this morning related to EPL and the proposal from the House of Assembly, I found it quite interesting that you want to come from under the umbrella of your regulatory authority.
Yeah.
I believe that is not good for the country. And for 3 years, you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do with taking our electrical charges up or down. And I think the Bahamian people need to be careful. The Bahamian people need to rise up
and look at it carefully, because you know what I'm concerned about. We owe a ton of money. BPL owes a ton of money. Yes. So if you say, we could go up or down. If you go down, that means you're making less money. So how are you going to pay that bill?
Right.
Something don't feel right. Feel like we can be paying more light bill this summer than we should. Now the minister said, and I can hold her accountable, that in July we can see a lower light bill. I waiting.
Remember what happened last summer?
Yeah.
We will be paying 3 times what we paid last summer. Bahamians ought to pay attention and not allow the HOA to do as it pleases with our pockets, with our funds.
See,
I
agree.
Say our pockets, our funds,
our taxes.
I am talking about my purse and my wallet.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because it's rough operating in this country. And we cannot just have HOA passing laws, sending it to the Senate and telling their people to hurry up, we need this done. Whatever your proposal is with this assumed company, it can't be that sweet that you want to come from under your regulators. It can't be that sweet.
I don't like how that fish smell. That fish don't smell good to me.
And again, another thing, I was not pleased with what was presented related to Carifta 2023. Check the book, check the numbers. Bahamians, pay attention. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Great evening.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Just before we go to our next caller, let me just say, hi, Texas, hi, Pearlie. What you think about BPL? You think our light bill going up? Yes, I think our light bill going up. And if things will be better? No, I don't think things will be better. What you think, man? You're a great host. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I'm afraid, I'm hoping that what the minister says is all totally will happen the way she says it will happen. But I'm just trying to figure out if they're going to use that so ERCOT can't tell you what to do and you're going to drop the bill, how are you going to pay the legacy bill? How are you going to meet payments on the bills? Because I don't see gas going down. I don't see the cost of fuel going down. Then if we bring in solar, fine. I want to see solar. I want to see alternative forms of energy for the country. I want to see that. But I don't want to be paying more light bill. I can't afford it. And many of us cannot afford it. Caller, you on the air. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, buddy.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Yeah, I had to chime in on you. Since you have an open line and my mind is wide open.
I know how you go.
It's panoramic right now. And so, the thing is, the human journey, especially for our country, right, seems very dim. And the politicians want to create disillusion. And they want to gaslight the population into a state of learned helplessness. Yes, master. But we are on a plantation. I love the lady caller just now. I love the lady. The thing is, she's obviously shrewd and she's thinking, right? Because you automatically juxtapose the fact that you're getting rid of regulations in a regulatory body. So that's a no-brainer. Under the text who texted you about if she thinks the bills are going up, that's a no-brainer because if I broke and I owe a lot of money, it's obviously the burden to come on the taxpayers.
Hey.
And so big up to Sparky too because I too don't share the ideologies and philosophies as taught to me by the slave master. That's just the way it is.
Fair enough.
A lot of people are underread because I've spoken to some people who have never read a book in their life. And I'm doing a survey on that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I've read several books.
It is what it is.
I've read several books.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I saw a book cost $400 the other day. Tell the woman, I say, no. I can't get it online. So I go and I got a paperback.
Okay.
But listen up early. Firstly, I love what the lady said, rise up. So it relates to copying something from our neighbors to the north. Maybe they can copy the Shantytown Act or whatever it was that Governor Santos passed, where he made it legal to squat on land, crown land. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's an oversight that for the past 60 years, all of these BJC, GC, and degrees couldn't figure out what to do. All right.
I don't know if they couldn't figure out what to do it.
Listen to me, my buddy. I ain't got no time. Loving this. They don't have no love for us. I can't show them. I ain't trying to.
I ain't disputing what you're saying.
For these people, because I don't see. It's a chronology of just disrespecting people. I won't get some things out before I go crazy like Sparky, right? Now, as it relates to BPL. Now, I worked around boilers for almost 20 years, right? And so it's simple. It's nothing new. Everything goes with gallons per hour or gallons per minute or whatever. We know that. Well, I work around 600 horsepower boilers, 200 whatever, 300, 200, whatever, all of those, right? So you could easily calculate how much fuel you're burning. We used to do it every shift. We say it has how much gallons it will use per hour. So it's according to how efficient the burner system is.
Yeah.
The damper system, the amount of air, the amount of fuel, the viscosity, the velocity, the outside temperature, the amount of air it's drawing in, all that foolishness, right? So what I'm saying is, and then the diffuser, the way how the air is put through the burner.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is the boiler burns, and it's according to how efficient it is. We know how much it burns every shift or every hour. So we can do that with BPL because I had someone who did a contract down there, and they told me about the amount of fuel diesel in the catchment area and in the area surrounding environment. And then we have incidents in which was reported to me and you where people hijack the pipelines and they thief fuel.
Yeah.
So we know that BPL is using fuel because we saw a scenario on the outer islands. I'm just juxtaposing what is in the news so no one can be confused as to what's going on here.
I understand.
And so what happens then is obviously we are paying the price for this. So we know that fuel surcharge, I guess, is maybe for fuel transport, deviation in fuel costs, and maybe some other things. But what I'm saying is, it gives them. Then they use this as a right to go up on their fuel bid, but actually they're losing fuel. Yeah, because I worked around boilers, and it's hard to maintain. They're not gonna do the 3 months or the biannually inspections. You do the inspections, but you're not going to clean the damper system.
I got you.
Because it's a difficult job, okay?
Okay.
And I'm speaking from experience. You're not going to take it down all the time because you're lazy, whatever it is, and then the boiler burns inefficiently. And then you're losing fuel physically from pipes, et cetera, et cetera. So it has to be, because the amount of fuel that you see in the sea. My brother worked the South, what the place named Sword Cove from decades ago, man.
Yeah.
And tourists was complaining about oil in the water, and we could do anthropogenic studies around the coastal regions and check. These are the things that we can do, but these people don't care. See, we don't have first world minds and all.
Well, hopefully this new environmental planning and protection bill will do some of that. I hope.
Oh, but that's a farce for somebody as conscious as me. See, it sounds good, but in practicality and the person with the pea brains like me with a little bit of knowledge of chemistry, right? I know it's a farce because it's not going to be enforced. There's nothing being done. There's no infrastructure being put in place to enforce it. Like I said, anthropogenic studies. Even me and you are part of the environment. You know.
Yes.
This is humans are forgetting. They have made us meaningless, in which you could come on, and because you have a degree and use this and that, you could discredit me. Like I had a conversation with the guy this morning, he's a meteorologist, but he convoluted the conversation.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with what he said because I hanged up. But that's okay, man. Have a good day, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Caller, you on there? How you doing, caller? You on there?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Pearly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good day. Remember from last month and early this month, I said I would keep pressing them for the public, what do you call it? Share offering.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Because they didn't do it right. They gave some, at the end of the month, they said that was the time that ran out. Then on the 11th of April, a report came out where the Prime Minister said when they get their ducks in a row. Now there's 2 weeks. There's 2 weeks later. Today the 25th. We
talking about the share. We talking. Bring my memory back now. You talking the share offering for?
Talking about BPL.
Yes.
Right.
Well, the ducks ain't in a row yet. That's what we talked about earlier. Because this private-public partnership, I'm really interested to see what's going on. Because the ducks can't be in a row. We don't know yet.
No, not talking about ducks in a row. They're trying to speed up something. And like the previous caller, the lady calling 52 and the rest of them, saying like 52 say this is a farce. Now, why would they want to get from under the regulators to raise price? You got to pay attention to what they're saying.
Exactly.
For 3 years. Now, if they try to go into partnership, they're not going to sign a contract for 3 years. They're going to be much more years.
Yeah.
Now, if they go to alternative energy and they never offered nothing to us, the Bahamian people, to become a part of purchasing shares, right?
Yeah.
They want to get to this special group or foreign group, whatever, and now they say they're going to with this bill next week.
July 1, it kicks in June 1. Sorry.
Say it again.
I think it kicks in June 1 or
No. Listen, they're taking this to Parliament next week.
Oh no, they laid it yesterday. They're going to debate it next week, and they're going to pass it, and it goes into effect June 1st.
You're right. You going to June 1st? I'm talking about that's how fast they're trying to move.
Yeah, and that's why are we running so fast to get this done? What's going on?
Now, let's look at it to reduce the energy costs, right? When you look at your bill, you get fuel surcharge, right?
Yep.
That's where the expense come in, right?
Yep.
But with solar energy, right? You think they could charge sun ray surcharge?
That's no, you're right. That's gonna be interesting to see.
But let me tell you something.
It's gonna be the battery surcharge.
Listen to me. Me and Michael Bentard them grew up in Yellow.
Yeah.
Now from Big Pond Power Station.
Yeah.
Those high tension wires run from Big Pond Power Station all the way to Avardley.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Enough real estate under there to put solar power under those wires. They could fence it off and and put security there, right?
Okay.
Then it turns right there by Air Valley and it runs straight through Yellow to Stapleton.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And all that is land that BC uses or own, where these high tension wires run there, and it crosses Tony Gwilyn-Darlin's highway and go across the hill there by Workers' House and go over the hill there. Then it runs they run all the way out to Clifton Pier.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What it is the first thing in solar thing is to get the panels, get the wiring, get the conduits, right? They don't even have to have the battery right away. That could come afterwards.
Okay.
Now today we get 13 hours of sunlight.
Yeah.
From 6:37. You see what I'm saying?
About 8.
Hey, Siri, what time sunrise?
Yeah.
Today, sunrise was at 6:37 a.m.
Hey, Siri, what time sunset?
Today, sunset will be at 7:37 p.m.
Okay,
exactly. 13 hours is increasing.
I prefer you like Siri. I prefer Alexa, but we good. Go ahead.
No. Yeah, it don't make no difference. What I'm saying is I pay attention to that every day, and because of that, that's why the time change.
Yeah.
Now today is exactly, and it increases like 2 minutes every day.
Yeah.
Right. And today it happened to be 13 hours exactly. That's why I'm saying that.
I got you.
What I'm saying?
I got you.
Now this issue come back. The thing is, why did they come to publicly and try to offer this thing about this private, I call it pilfering public partnership scheme, right? And that ain't for the ordinary people. Because if they wanted to, they could offer shares. Now let's look at it like this: if they bring me and you in to manage, and whoever that managing company is, because we still own BPL, right? The main people, right?
For now, yeah.
Okay, but whoever they brought in years ago to manage BPL didn't make these adjustments. Florida Power and Light has been doing it for many years.
Yeah.
Harnessing the sun, the sunlight through the solar system and whatever.
Yeah, when you drive, I've been to Orlando, drive up on the highway, you see panels.
I understand. I know all of that.
Acres of panels.
That's right. But the same thing here. The thing is, now let's say we brought in. When you come in to manage a company, the first thing you look at is where are we losing money. Now on the outer island, on each of the outer islands, the amount of fuel they call Jermaine Sansom say that bunker fuel and the fuel cost to run the plants in the outer islands, they don't make money. They're losing money,
Yeah, they do.
We the consumers in
New Providence,
right, where the money's been made. But it's much easier to put solar panels on the family islands first.
They got a lot of space.
Simultaneously, anyway.
Yeah.
Right, and even if they just run the solar panels in the day and and continue and use the generators what they have there in the night, and then go back, and then when you get the amount of battery backup, you could put it in afterwards. But harness the fuel, harness the sun in Crooked Island, Acklands, Maguana, Inagua, or the family islands where it's cheaper to put them in there.
In Inagua, Penny Sun, it don't rain there much.
No. Rain don't make no difference. You're getting that sunlight. That's where from sunrise to sunset.
Yes.
The thing is this: when they do that, right? Because if you and I come in to manage the company, and I say, hey, we have to look at where the company's losing money. Each island have their own BC plant.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
So we do that for each other, and the cost comes down on the consumer. Now there's harnessing the sun and the battery backup. We'll get that later because it's cheaper to do it on the island and simultaneously doing it here. And BPL being a national company can get very good rates on solar panels and the wiring to put them in place. Now here it is. They're trying to swing us like 52 say. This is only a farce.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Here we are now being told, but they trying to, and the lady caller saying they're trying to get from under the regulator. Anybody who don't want to be regulated for something, they're trying to teeth. They're trying to get slick.
Something they're trying to do. Yep.
And even though you say you don't suspect nothing nefarious is going on, the thing is they're being surreptitious, clandestine, furtive, stealthy, sneaky. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to sneak it, and they're trying to rush it through like they try to do everything. So we, as the Bahamian people, and this issue affects, I want to know somebody in who could tell me electricity don't affect them with these high fuel surcharge costs. It affects everybody. So I call in again on me and 52 schoolmate Michael Pintard them to stay and speak up now. You understand? Don't wait till you get in Parliament, Michaels. You understand what I'm saying? People want to try and galvanize the people. We should have a march for. Tell the PLPs come out and march against it. Tell the FNM come out and march against it. A national march. COI, independence, and wear your colors too. And parade down Bay Street and let them know you're all trying to do something and push it on us. You know why they're saying 3 years? Because they know within 3 years they ain't going to have everything in place. And like you all suspect that you what you said. Yeah, you think the electricity bill can go up in the summer, right?
Yep.
See, and they ain't gonna sign, if they sign this contract, it ain't going to be for 3 years, you know.
I know. I gotta go. I gotta take a break.
All of us have to stand up.
Amen.
Like Bob Marley said, get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up for your rights.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Nice.
We take our first break. When we call it, don't go nowhere. When we come back, we'll talk to you. We'll take our first break. This is Pearly talking here. It's Thursday on Guardian Radio 96.9. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, caller.
Make Mother's Day one to remember with a delightful Mother's Day brunch valued at $300 courtesy of Haagen-Dazs and Fun Foods Wholesale. It's simple. Just head over to Lickety Split or Super Value locations and purchase a pint of your favorite Haagen-Dazs ice cream for just $8.99. After purchasing, don't forget to write your full name and number on the back of your receipt and drop it into any entry box at the store. You're now in the running for our grand prize drawing, taking place on May 10th. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Happy Mother's Day from Haagen-Dazs. Promotion ends May 8th.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Enjoy the flavors of summer with a mega-sized KFC combo and get a secret code for a chance to win. KFC and Pepsi is giving away daily beach bundles of a KFC bag packed with KFC shades, a bucket of 25 KFC whole wings, and a 2-liter Pepsi, plus a weekly cash prize of $1,000. Whether it's original recipe, spicy, or barbecue, get your favorite KFC combo today and mega-size your summer fun. KFC Nassau, it's mega finger-licking good.
Nice to meet you, Jazz. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm an independent 27-year-old manager who wants her own home with her own rules.
Sounds good. I'll help you get there.
We see you, the go-getter, with big plans, and we've been keeping you in mind. Follow your goal home with a mortgage from CIBC Caribbean, and don't bother about your home insurance, as we'll help with that and more. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more info. Conditions apply.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
And we're back. Welcome back, caller. And take you right now. Let me just read these couple of texts real quick. Good afternoon. Sell shares to the Bahamian people so we have ownership in BPL. Two things happen. The government raises money for the necessary repairs and pays off debt. Pearly, the day we see solar as energy to power electricity, and is the day the petroleum boys go to heaven, and each of them will spend eternity in hell. Good day, Mr. Pearly. Can you please explain our legacy debt? That's how much money. Our legacy debt is money be owed for a long time. Basically, I mean, in a nutshell, that's it. Money be owed for a long time. Good afternoon. Sell shares to the Bahamian people. BPL would never convert to solar because Frankie Wilson and crew owns Sun Oil that sells the oil to BPL, and former PM Lake Tennyson Wells and crew owns the ship that transported oil to the islands. Callie on there, how you doing?
Hey, Paulie, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's up?
Fine. So I listened to my boy, 52, big country. Let me tell you something, Paulie. Treason is there by hanging on our book. You need to hang some politicians. You need to hang the whole chat, be the boys in the thing. They do pass up in this country, but you know, one time ago, I used to get mad when people called me Mr. Dumb. They send the Chinese, the Philippines, the Americans, Canadians, and everybody. I remember one time when they get him on an armed minister of finance in there, and they slapping the man call them dumb and stupid, and they slapping. I thought, who said they smart? But you know, we got a lot of educated bang in this country. But let me move on. See, the processness is going to stop. I'm also school, but you're only going to go pension to get, we can take your pension, we can run, send you out of this country. All those 772 Chinese bunch of bad deals, but you're getting hanged. You're getting run out of this country. All the Wagon Islanders, all the sand, stop all these things right now. If we ain't getting nothing, all we do is getting taxes. America need to be the man
long time. I keep telling them, I don't know, I can't do nothing. They need to shut that down, fire everybody there.
But you radical now. You really radical today.
No, see, I am a ground man. I on the street. Plenty people hate it, and plenty people hate it. But the civil war, you know. People take it here. We can shut the country down, the bridge to the airport, showing they going to school. Let me see if the policemen don't get kicked down, they'll show in and women them like they did the last time. Our constitution say freedom of movement, freedom of association, freedom of everything, you know.
Uh-huh.
So burn our country down, they can't do in the south. It's our country. You want to put you on these things. But all the corruption in the country. Really, what happened to all the money, that dope money in the central bank? All the money down to money. Billions of dollars. Why they can't go get that? When they're on the airspace for over 10 years, putting pressure on Glennis and Martin to get the airspace money. One woman called the talk show and said, JJ doing a good job. These people got these smartphones to talk about the numbers.
Are we getting the airspace money?
Yeah.
We are getting it now?
Yes, we're getting it now, a couple of years now.
How much we gotten so far?
Yes, ma'am. It ain't the kind of money I was looking for, but we getting the money.
We getting how much? You know how much we've gotten so far?
Well, I can't say or pound, but you can Google it.
I will do that.
Our tax base is paying us $12 million a year from 1950 something.
Uh-huh.
In Puerto Rico, they're paying $5 billion a year, and Puerto Rico running out. Why we can't go get this money from the people, man? Why keep taxing us?
You gotta have the testicular fortitude.
Man, here. See, that's why the Moses group, boy, this here. They're in trouble, you know. People don't respect them, you know. And all them parliamentarians.
The problem with that is the young people aren't involved. Don't give a hoot. They're not participating. They're not getting in. See, I'm a firm believer of the two-party system. I believe in coming in and making changes from within, and nobody wants to come and do that.
I understand what you're saying, but my thing is, I keep educating, I keep telling teachers to a lot of even some my kids don't say they ain't voting.
See, that's an issue. If the young people don't participate, then we can have the same thing all over again.
Over again, but guess what? All the foreigners can get it. I mean, they get a vote. No government departments never give me $1. One time ago, not saying talking about it, they said, let's get Haitian $100, long time. It's the Haitian people who force the government stop giving baby people money to have babies. No, this happened to them so fast.
Well, you don't get a live birth check from NIB when you have a baby?
Yes, but they can't get it like you have a baby this year and following year.
Yeah, you have to be 2 years in between.
Yeah, because they have babies like I don't know what.
I got a couple more callers. I can run you.
We know who's doing all the wrong in this country, and I watching everybody. I can profile everyone of them. But see, I try to be polite, and I only call in the talk shows right now because I found them, but they can't hear you.
I got you.
Boy, you all better pass laws so we don't get kicked out. I hope you can take it. Thanks for the big.
But you know, the former Prime Minister, Ubiningam said, don't put no laws in place you can't live with when you're out of power.
Exactly, and I've listened to them, you know.
Okay, I got you.
Who doing wrong?
Uh-huh.
By hanging that country, you all get hanged. Taking your land, your business, your house, everything, make you run out of this country.
You radical. Thanks.
We wouldn't send them to Jamaica and we send them to England. Canada. We send them to the right countries and see. And I think you like black. I mean, they like black people. Watch and see.
Thank you. Radical. Caller, you on the air. Caller, how you doing? What's up?
Yeah, everything good.
Talk to me.
Tell me this.
Uh-huh.
If they getting everything from the Chinese, them and the Chinese is best friend. Good pals.
Who's them? You mean the government?
Our government.
Okay.
So why we can't get the panels? They can get these solar panels from China.
Well,
you understand where I come from?
I hear what you're saying.
But they don't want to talk to the Chinese for that. That's only one phone call. They don't even have. They even can text. They can text them and tell them that we need
some panels.
To get that. So why they don't want us to move to that? Hey, Pearly,
that's a good question. That's a very good question to ask, and we need to put that. You know.
So I mean, Pearly, I have family members right now off the grid, but I talking about fully solar.
Okay.
They ain't nothing. They have the AC on. They get the solar AC. They have AC, everything running on. They don't even have to worry about turning off no light or running and say, beating the chair in them. Why you have light on or TV on? They have so much power till they can convert and give BBC, BPL power. That's so much generate, and that's what they need to do.
Yeah, I'm all for that. You know, I'm all for that. You know, we should be. You know, and a country that relies on foreign investments and needs to make the ease of doing business easy. So we need these things because that's what's killing a lot of businesses, a light, high electricity bill.
Man, probably listen, because I was in business before. I know the time. See, you got to realize that the business pay different from the residential, you know.
I know.
From you get into when I been in business, I went to get internet service from BTC.
Yeah, I know.
That was the slowest speed going. I talk about that speed. The page them taking long to come up. But they would charge me almost $600.
Wow.
Just for the slowest package.
Wow.
You understand? I got you. Imagine now. So the businesses get a different. They don't care how small it is. They still get the same, a different. They build it be different.
Yeah.
So a lot of these businesses them right now paying almost $1,000 and some $1,000 to spend $1,000. They get invest in them solar panels. They like the gentleman say, they don't have to go get the batteries. They can run off the grid. They can run direct power. First, you understand?
Get the batteries
then they
later.
can switch BPL back on in the night. They're watching them, but they get in the daytime. They can run direct power.
Well, let's see how it go.
You understand?
All right, running out of time. I got a couple more calls on getting before 5 o'clock. Call you on there. How you doing?
Oh, okay. I do. You turn and gone.
I can let you talk. Go ahead, quick.
I'm going to call to say very quick that this country we call Bahamas is not for Bahamians. This country is for politicians and persons who are involved in politics. That's all I have to say.
Thanks for calling. Call you on the air. You get the last say.
I got the last say?
You get the last say. You get 30 seconds to get the last say in.
All it is a sample. You're going along with you. We need justice, law, and order in this country, really.
Yes.
Hey, the thing is, we don't need anything from the Chinese, okay? The Chinese is a problem to us already, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, the Chinese are just occupying our land and cause us to be going to court paying money just to get sought out. They're indecent.
I got you.
They think the Bahamian people are stupid, especially the one with color like us. They think we're stupid. And they think we're supposed to have what we own. Like they're all of that. We got to wake up.
Wake up, Bahamas.
Huh?
All right, Brayman, I got to go because they're running out of time.
Take care. Thank you.
Last text. Whoever thinks anything from China is free is crazy. That's it. We out of time for this first hour. Oh, boy. I open up a can of worms, Mr. Producer. Oh, Lord of mercy. Thank you so much for calling. Thanks for the input. Hopefully the government get the message that the Bahamian people are saying we need more transparency when it comes to BPL and this new bill or this new Electricity Act. We do. So I hope they're listening and I hope they tune in. Thanks for listening. We're going to go to the break. When we get back, we're going to talk some sports. I got the Bahamas flag football high school champions coming in. We're going to talk a little bit of flag football. We're going to talk about the NFL draft tonight. I'm excited to see what my Dolphins going to do. We'll be back right after the news. This is Pearly for Guardian Radio on 96.9 Talking Heads. We'll be right back after the news.
Living with a neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
Get ready! On May 4th and 5th, athletes from around the world will compete to secure their spot in the Paris Olympics. Come, witness history as our Bahamian athletes run against the world and chase the sun. From paradise to Paris at the BTC World Athletic Relays here in Nassau, Bahamas at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Get your tickets now at worldrelaysbahamas24.org or at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium box office or at BTC Mallard Marathon or BTC Southwest Plaza. BTC World Relays. Be there.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers, we've been here from the start. From From the bike to computer, Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Made exactly the way they should be by someone with chicken in their name. The new Kentucky Chicken Sandwiches feature a quarter pound of all white meat, triple breaded, spicy chicken breast filet on a freshly toasted buttery brioche bun. With your choice of lettuce, tomato, bacon, thick cut pickles, and the perfect amount of Colonel's real mayo or spicy sauce. Every chicken sandwich is freshly prepared and piping hot. Kentucky Fried Chicken Sandwiches, the only chicken sandwiches that are finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Cleveland Clinic, ESC Distributors Limited, Fine Threads, First Caribbean Bank, Fun Foods Wholesale, the IAAF Road Relays Bahamas, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, the National Insurance Board, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
And welcome back, Talking Heads Thursday with Pearlie in the house, Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. Sports time. Everybody good? So we got to get some housekeeping out of the way quick. And then we will talk to who's in the house. Y'all be calm. We got royalty in this house today, okay? Just remember that. I know Naughty glad he ain't here today. All right, so we got to do today in sports history. And, of course, I ain't quite ready for it, right? But don't worry. It takes me 2 seconds. Smartphones. Today is Thursday, April 25th, 2024. And today in sports history, in 1901, the American League debuted at the Chicago Cricket Club. Chicago defeated Cleveland 8-2. In 1909, home run, Baker hit his first and only Grand Slam. In 1945, Albert B. Happy Chandler was unanimously elected baseball commissioner. In 1951, the Soviet Union officially applied to compete in the Olympics. In 1956, Rocky Brockton blockbuster Marciano retired as the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. He held 43 knockouts and 3 decisions to his credit. Bob Cousy, Boston Celtics, retired. In 1974, Tampa Bay was awarded the NFL's 27th franchise. In 1995, Darryl Strawberry was sentenced to 3 years probation, 6 months in-house confinement, and a $350,000 fine. Strawberry had avoided prison for tax evasion. In 1995, Petra Nadvid, Pittsburgh Penguins, scored the game's winning goal with only 45 seconds left, remaining in the fourth overtime period between the Penguins and the Washington Capitals. The game was the 3rd longest in NHL history. In 1996, the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers combined for the most runs in 26 years. The Twins won the game final score 24-11. In 2002, the NHL suspended Kyle McLaren, Boston Bruins, for an elbow to the face of Richard Zednik, Montreal Canadiens. These foreign names. Then the NHL in 2010, the NHL implemented a new rule that allowed the NHL Hockey Operations Department to review any hit where the head was targeted and or the principal point of contact for the purpose of supplementary discipline. Sports quote, you can see a lot by observing. Yogi Berra, the great catcher from the New York Yankees. Quickly, in the sports page, if I can ever find it. Sports today, the headlines, Bahamas on board with the World Relays. That's next weekend. Kicks Academy under 11 team wins championship cup title, under 9 plays second. My grandson, let's go to Tambly. They came third. Let's brag about that a little bit. Thurston shone brightly at high school nationals. So, Thursdays, we have special guests in the house with us. We usually talk to Muffy and Jason Clark in reference to the Bahamas Youth Flag Football. And this past weekend, the Bahamas Youth Flag Football had the high school championships. And guess who win? It ain't no guess, because you know who's win everything. BAISS, nationals, basketball. Now we win in flag football. The greatest school in the whole wide world. Yes, St. Augustine's College, the Big Red Machine. Sockers, you know what happened. Y'all shy or something? If I say this and y'all don't say it, you'll get put out. Let's try it again. Sockers, you know. All right. Who we have in the house? We start with the pretty lady first.
Good afternoon. My name is Hannah Ritchie.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 11.
And who's the next young man here? This young man is like he in hog heaven right now. He's like, stop. What's your name, bro?
Wyatt Cartwright.
And what grade are you in?
8.
Grade 8? Yes, sir. And who we got over here?
Aiden Moss.
And what grade are you in?
Grade 8.
Grade 8? And who we have here?
We got Storm Young from grade 10.
From grade 10. Who's the quarterback? And so when you was here the last time, we was talking about some other league, right?
Yes, sir.
And so last week we had some fellas sitting over here from a school called Kingsway. I call it the other school in Fox Hill. And we had some fellas sitting over here from the school we beat up on all the time. You know them fellas with the green. That school on Village Road, QC. So they promised me they was coming back this week because they were going to win the championships. Before we get to that, let me find out the coaches. Who we got here?
Michael Moss.
Michael Moss.
Len Butler.
And Len Butler. Michael Moss. Both of your Sockers, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. It's good to see the parents getting the kids involved in it. So, who wants to talk about what happened on Saturday? Tell us all about it. But let's find out who won. I know St. Augustine's won the under 14 and over 14. Tell us who they beat and who, I think they beat one school named QC, eh?
Yeah, they beat QC. I think the final score was 24-6.
Okay.
You had Aiden QB and Wyatt. Well, both of them played safety. And Wyatt was the tight end / wide receiver.
Okay.
And Aiden was just throwing dots all day.
All day. Touchdown passes all day. So, I think when you said the last time, you said you like in the NFL?
Randy Moss.
So Randy Moss?
Yes, sir.
Really? Okay. And Coach Butler, so how was it? Did you coach, which team did you coach?
The SOC team, the over 14.
You coach, and Moss, you coach under 14?
Yes, sir.
So both champions. So young man, lady, let's ask the lady first. How was your experience? Because you're playing with a bunch of boys, right?
Yeah. It was a pretty good experience, to be honest. It was really hot, I'm not going to lie to you. I think we played about around like 5 or 6 games. But overall, it was really fun experience, really challenging. Some teams less challenging. But
I wonder which teams.
I wonder which team that is.
We won't call the names today.
I'm not calling any names,
Okay.
but overall, really fun experience.
Okay. Young man, so you've been in St. Augustine's. You see, now you're in the house I used to be in when I was in St. Augustine's. And we had a teacher named Miss Ferron. She was a Jamaican teacher that taught literature. And so she'd come on the announcer and she'd always say, go Seton, go. So that became the call sign for Seton from 70s. I don't know if y'all still do it. They still do it now?
I'm not sure.
So when you go back to school, you go to Miss Thompson, the principal, and say, go Seton, go, and she can know where you got that from. So how was your experience?
It was
This I see this how the stars do it, you know. The tight end / wide receiver and safety. Any interceptions?
Yes, sir. I got like 5.
5 interceptions?
Yes, sir. Because we played like 12 games.
So 2 over the games, okay.
Yes, sir. It was pretty good.
What got you into wanting to play football, particularly flag football or football?
Coach Moss.
Coach
He
Moss?
saw me one day and he was like, come play flag. You could be a good tight end wide receiver. And that's what I am now.
So you have a goal to probably try play football in college one day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good grades in Zach, right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Young man, talk to me. How was Mr. Quarterback? How many touchdown passes you had?
At this point, I drove like over 10.
10?
Yes,
Just
sir.
picking people apart.
Yes, sir.
And how was that experience? How did it feel?
It was very fun, actually.
Yeah.
You know, my star wide receiver, Wyatt Cartwright. I said, and we was listening to music, jamming, clowning. We just having the fun time of our life, to be honest.
Okay, wonderful. Storm.
Yes, sir.
I know you get a lot of play. People best with you, your name a lot, huh? Bring the storm, right?
Yes, sir.
As long as they don't call you Hurricane, eh?
A lot of people.
They call you Hurricane?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was your experience?
My experience, it was one of the best times in my life. As I played, it was kind of easy in my opinion.
Okay.
Some teams, like she said, was easier than others. The defense was on point.
Okay.
With me, I take defense seriously. Some people take defense off some offense.
More.
more seriously, like Aiden and Wyatt. But
so, what position you play?
Me, I played rusher, safety, and cornerback.
Okay. Any interceptions?
No, sir.
Okay.
But a lot of defensive stuff.
A lot of defensive stuff. A lot of breakups.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any sacks? Or do they sack the quarterback?
Yeah, he actually is my sacker because of the fact that he has speed. So he will attack the opposing team's quarterback.
Okay.
And put pressure on them.
Okay.
So because of the fact that he runs track, he has a track speed, they don't have time to make a play. So that's how Wyatt and Aiden ended up playing interceptions. Because I think Aiden had maybe 2 pick sixes.
Okay. So you run track for sack?
Oh, no, sir. I don't actually run track. I just faster that.
Speed.
I just faster.
You got a speed. Any of you guys on the track team?
No, sir.
So only sport you play is flag football. Now you play other sports.
I play basketball and football.
Okay.
Well, Aiden and Wyatt actually throw javelin for soccer as well. So
Okay.
They do other sports. Baseball, volleyball, swimming. Both of them do swimming. So
Okay.
They're all around athletes.
So do you participate? You swim for a private club? A private club?
Used to, but
Okay.
I'm gonna join back eventually though.
Okay. Madam, you sitting here so cool, calm, and collective.
Cause I mean, I kind of proud. Cause honestly, it's like these 3 are Storm isn't that much younger than me, but Wyatt and Aiden, like they're in grade 8, and it's just really cool to see young natural talent. I know people on my team be getting off on me. They'll say, "Oh, you glazing them," but honestly, it's just good to see natural talent out there and them working on it to get better.
Now explain. I a little old already. I get gray hair, right? What you mean by glazing them? Explain that to me.
Like, it's just because some people will get mad if they beat you, and then you'll say, they're good, and they'll be like, no, they're not that good. You're just making them
Or trying to make them feel better.
They'll make them sound better than they actually are.
Okay.
But you could see that they have just a lot of talent, and they're putting it to use.
So you don't mind if I use that word when I go back? Say, boy, I glazing you.
As long as you're not saying it towards me,
Hey,
I
I
don't
got you.
really mind.
I ain't gonna glaze you. You're a champion. I don't have a reason to glaze you, right?
Appreciate it.
Okay.
But don't mind Hannah being humble. She has the skills herself. She
Okay.
made a lot of those boys out there look a little embarrassed.
Wow. Which school you embarrassed the most? All?
I can't say no schools.
Why you can't say no school? You the champion. I remember last week at the Nationals, I think QC beat y'all in the 4x1, and that fellow was bragging, watch us later, and y'all ended up beating him, right? So you glaze, go ahead.
I don't know. I think, honestly, we did CV bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, for the first time, I think we actually had government schools participate.
Yeah, that CV, Doris, and...
Yeah, CV and Doris. And I was
Okay.
excited because, we actually reaching out and getting into more schools.
Okay.
And I think the more schools, the better the tournament will be. It'll be more competitive.
Yeah.
And it gives the kids something to look forward to. Because, a lot of government schools didn't participate last year.
Yeah.
But the fact that we have the door open for them to participate this year was a plus.
That was wonderful, and I was glad to hear that. So tell me something, young man. What got you wanting to play football other than he saw you being that? That's the only thing? I mean, him seeing you and that's got you into it. Were you a football fan watching NFL before that, or you got nothing into football?
Yes, sir. I used to watch Sunday football with my father, and my mommy used to be right there trying to get me to study. But yeah, I used to like football.
What team you like in the NFL?
Don't say the wrong name, but because you put out.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I like the Saints.
You know what? That's all right. That's all right. I didn't like Drew Brees. That's good. You good. Who you pull for? Me? Well, start. I think you pull for
Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens, right? You like? Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Best team in the NFL. Talking about
you pull for the Dolphins?
Baltimore Ravens.
You pull for the Dolphins? No, you pull for who?
Baltimore Ravens. that's the best team, bro.
Well, my Dolphins and your Ravens did not make it to the Super Bowl. So they can't be the best team.
Don't watch that, dude.
Watch that this year.
All right, then.
Don't forget, Seattle get y'all old TC.
Yeah.
So y'all in trouble.
That should be interesting to see. All right. So what's so I understand it's going to be spring football.
Yeah, spring
flag football
is next on the agenda.
Okay.
But I think the dates got pushed back 2 weeks because of track and field.
Uh-huh.
So the spring season is coming up in I think 2 weeks.
Okay.
We'll have our spring session, and then after spring session.
Then you take a break and get to the regular season.
Yeah, but we have the All-Pro camp that comes up after the spring season.
Okay.
So after the All-Pro, then we get back into our regular routine. And most of these guys travel on the national team anyway.
I was going to ask you, did you guys get to go to Texas?
Yes, we did.
And what kind of, did you enter Texas too, right?
Of
course I win.
And how was that? I know. Listen here, this one got it now.
It was really fun. It was cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
But actually, I didn't get to play because I had a concussion prior. So
How you get a concussion? Who lick you down so?
see, I'm not gonna call any names.
Okay, don't
or
call
anything.
it. But you just had a lick. You got hit.
But yeah, but I still went out there and I still supported my team regardless.
Okay. But how is it now? You feeling pretty good now?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm still playing in the women's league, youth league, all that.
What team you play for in the women's league?
Phoenix Fire.
I'm an Avenger fan. That's so you know. That's so you know. You play. Did you get to go to Texas?
Oh yes, sir.
And how was that?
We did pretty well. On the last day, I think that we could have played better and played better defense, but all in all, we did pretty well.
I won't call any names, but a certain player was hungry, so they couldn't play up to par because they can't focus if they're hungry.
They're hungry. Listen, don't feel bad. I was the same way, right? Don't feel bad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but next time you have to push your little snacks in your bag, you munch on your little Henry.
That's
or
what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The
Okay.
cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah.
That's what I had for flag the game up.
Okay. And how was your experience in Texas?
My experience was very nice, to be honest.
You quarterback, right?
Yes, sir.
And how did it go?
Go very well. You know, people underestimated my skills, but I proved them wrong.
Yeah, you know, it's something when the other teams like, oh my God, that boy fast.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't expecting the quarterback to be as mobile as him, so they were like, hold on, what?
I would think he'd be a Lamar Jackson fan, but he's a Randy Moss.
Yeah, he liked Lamar Jackson too, but you know, the Randy Moss is his namesake.
Okay, yeah, that's
Moss,
right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to get that loaded though.
Yeah. Okay. How was your experience, Storm?
Texas was like really cold, like ice.
What y'all calling cold? 60 degrees?
No, like one morning I stepped
30?
outside
Uh-huh.
and I really like. As soon as I step outside, I start shivering. Like,
Yeah?
I ain't never shiver like that in a long time.
Okay.
it wasn't as cold as Tampa though, but I think it was like 40 something degrees. And then it warmed up to about 60.
You could see your breath in that weather.
Yeah. But that's but football is cold. Is cold weather. A cold weather sport. A lot of time you playing in January in the snow or really cold weather. It hurts when you get hit then though.
Yeah, you know, certain teams can't play in the cold weather.
That's true.
I ain't calling names, but I think it's your team.
Watch him out now. Watch him out.
Mr. Moss, you sure you won't come back?
Boy, I got him.
Don't worry about that. We can make up for that, all right? See, next time we got the record, we get to come in the heat to play us.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all do y'all damage in the heat.
Yeah, we do. We sure do. I was actually at the Denver game. That 70. That was like nice and hot, and we just killed Denver. And then next thing go, what's up, kid? You pull the mic to you. I mean, you want to talk? Huh? You just want to stand with the mic in front of you like that? Eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got spring football coming up in 2 weeks. All of you guys are playing?
Yes, sir.
So what team did you play for in the league?
Well, we don't really have
It's named after the coach, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays for Coach Coakley.
Okay.
Wyatt plays for Coach Dawkins.
Okay.
Storm plays for Coach Monroe.
I play for Shavar, honestly, best coach in the league. He, like he gets off on me a lot. He's a little mean sometimes, but no. Because last time I was here, he got mad at me because I didn't mention his name. Best coach in the league. Thank you.
Call his name one more time. That's
Shavar. Thank you very much.
Coach Shavar. Okay.
I really thought you were happy beating him this weekend. I know you sound like. Are you sure?
So wait, so Shavar coach which team he coached in the high school?
He coached Kingsway, I think it was.
And you beat up on your coach in Kingsway, so you know that he can make you run extra laps and practice that, right? You stay right there.
He said he was gonna make us cry, so we had to make them cry. You see?
So the kids who was bummed out the most by losing? I know y'all rubbing in the QCA.
Coach,
Speak the truth.
Coach Kevin?
Yeah.
Coach Kevin was hot. when I say he was hot, I mean he was hot. So I tell you, Rick, we was on defense. That's when I had to get my first pick. I get the pick. Get a pick six, right? Coach Kevin threw the ball on the ground. He just threw
unsportsmanlike attitude.
He was mad. I didn't know it, so on offense he'd be like, "Watch Aiden, watch Wyatt." And he'd be like, what? Were you snitching on us?
That's funny. But I'm happy to see, and you know, a lot of people don't understand. They call us a cult, but it isn't about that. It's about having pride in where you at, and giving back. We are a cult? You think so? But hey, I want you to know your principal listening.
I'll tell
Your
you
principal
this.
listening.
I'll tell you this. Make sure everyone look up a definition of that, and then they'll think twice about themselves and what they say.
Yeah, really. But it's more about Zach pride, and that's something we instill. And you know, it's proud to know that you kids do well. You have a lot of alumni who brag about y'all every day. And I tease people at work in my office. I say, you make that mistake, obviously you didn't go to SAC. And then they get all upset. But it's something that the pride that we take in our school, and the fact that you kids do so well, it makes us as alumni prouder, and makes us as alumni who want to do a little bit to help you all more, and write that little check to SAC so y'all could be able to do some things like this and have the nice uniform. So let's keep up the good work. I'm really proud of you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're going to take our break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit sports, and then we can talk about that NFL draft tonight and see what my Dolphins can pick and see what your Baltimore Ravens going to do. But we've had the champions from the Bahamas Youth Flag Football High School champions, the Big Red Machine. SAC is the champions in the over 14, and SAC is the champions in the under 14, and SAC came runner-up in the over 14, and the under 14 we had to beat up on them fellas from Village Road. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Look forward to having you guys back here in a couple of weeks to talk about the spring football, and we look forward to seeing you all again, and I'll be there. I didn't get a chance to be there this year, but I promise you next year I can be there at the championship because I'm looking for a repeat. Fair enough?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, take care. This is Pearly. This is Talking Heads Thursdays with Pearly, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We'll be right back after the break.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Are you ready for the best of the best? Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group, Alpha Sound Promotion, and Guardian Radio presents the best of the best Rake and Script Explosion Concert. Mark your calendars for May 11th as Super Club Breezes grounds ignite with Bahamian talent featuring KB, Gino D, Funky D, Veronica Bishop, The Brylanders, Avi, Elon Moxie, and Shine 242.
Right now I feel like whining.
Join the Falcons, Iron Storm, Sylvie Pierre, Johnny Cake, Mama D, Nishi LS, Pat Ramis, Stevie S, and Shad Colley and the VIPs for an electrifying night of music and culture. Tickets are flying, so grab yours now. Available online at BahamasEtickets.com or swing by the Beauty Shack on Soldier Road and Carmichael Road. This is the event of the year. The best of the best Rake and Scrape Explosion at Breezes Resorts. Gates open at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on the Bahamian Magic.
Play with Island Games, we making dreams come true. Play with Island Games, we paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Whether you like it hot or you enjoy being original, KFC has the only chicken sandwiches with attitude, featuring 100% extra large white meat chicken fillets for 100% flavor. Enjoy the famous flavor of KFC 11 herbs and spices in the KFC original recipe burger, or take the heat up a notch with a spicy filet with our KFC Kentucky Deluxe sandwich. And for a limited time, enjoy your favorite sandwich with fries for only $7. That's how it's done. KFC Nassau, it's finger licking good.
Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
And we're back. We're back. We just had the champions of flag football, the St. Augustine's College champions in under 14 and over 14, Bahamas Youth Flag Football Association. Congratulations out to them. Today is NFL Day. At 7 o'clock, somebody's on the clock for the first pick today in the NFL draft. So I think they're going to do first round today, and then tomorrow round 2 and 3, and I think on Saturday 4, 5, 6, and 7 or something, or maybe 2, 3, something like that. I don't know the schedule, but I know today is the day you watch. Today's the day. What I like about it is today I think the commissioner gets booed today. I think they normally boo him when he comes up. So that will be kind of fun to watch. Who you think is going to be pick number 1? There are a bunch of quarterbacks that needs a bunch of players, a bunch of teams in needs of quarterbacks. So I'm going to be seeing who is going to be picked. There was so much speculation as to who, if Dallas going to trade up, will the 49ers trade up, will the Dolphins trade down, will Minnesota try jump up there to get a quarterback? So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. All right. Pearlie don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who can get picked. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to watch it, try to figure out what's going on, see what my Dolphins is going to do. We pick at 21. I think the Cowboys pick at 24. There's been rumors that the 49ers wants to trade up to 21, give the Dolphins the first round pick and a second round pick, would give them more draft capital. We don't have a third or fourth round pick, so to get an additional pick would be a plus. The Dolphins needs interior lineman, offensive lineman. Need to replace Christian Wilkinson. You need an interior defense. We need another wide receiver, a slot receiver. Could need edge rush help, and as well as tight end. Even though we get Juno Smith and Smythe, I still think we need another wide receiver. Get a good young wide receiver that could help. That would be good to see. We know the Bears got the first pick, and it's almost a given that they're going to take Caleb Williams out of USC unless something serious happens. I saw a story the other day. People were trying to say, oh, this kid isn't ready and all that. A lot of people don't know that Caleb Williams was basically living on his own since the senior year in high school. He had his own apartment. You don't have no stories about him getting in trouble. You don't hear nothing about him doing craziness as a young kid. Focus from then. Mature focus. I think it's going to be a good pick for Chicago if they take him. I'm happy with that. Then we know the Washington Commanders. I'd still call them the Redskins. There's talk that they'll take Jaden Daniels, the quarterback out of LSU. I like him as a quarterback. I think he's the best quarterback in the draft. Strong arm, good legs. I think it'll be a good pickup for Washington. They need that quarterback. I think they should stick with that. Now, here's where it gets dicey. The New England Patriots are number 3. They're expected to take Drake Mayer from North Carolina, who probably could be, arguably, him and Jaden Daniels can argue better who the better quarterback of the two is. Jaden Daniels will have more experience playing in the LSU, playing in the SEC, playing against teams like Alabama and things like that. Drake is playing in North Carolina, the ACC, so he played probably teams like Clemson and stuff like that. So he may not have had the kind of experience Jaden Daniels have, but he's still a good pick. And whether the Patriots keep that pick or they let Minnesota get that pick, it's going to be something interesting to see. Then we know Arizona has the next pick. They got a quarterback, so they don't need that. So Marvin Harrison is the projector. And these are all projections. I could be wrong. I could be also wrong. But these are the projections, thinking that Marvin Harrison would be going number 4 to Arizona. Then we look at number 5, the Chargers. And this kid out of LSU is short up. I think he's better than Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison his pedigree is by far the best because his dad was a great wide receiver, a great wide receiver in the NFL. So he comes out of the womb playing football. He says he don't need no pro day. He was trained all his life to play football. So it's going to be interesting to see that. But Malik Neighbors out of LSU has got speed like crazy, great hands, runs great routes. The Chargers may trade their pick. That's another pick. New England. Maybe the Chargers will give it to Minnesota so they could grab a quarterback, and then they'll come down and get this kid. The New York Giants is talking about wide receiver Rome Odunze out of Washington. That's another good wide receiver. I think after that, the talent of wide receiver dips just a little, not too much. And then we look at number 7, Tennessee Titans, going out offensive tackle Joe Alt from Notre Dame, NFL ready. Will start first day. Will start in September, NFL ready. And then the Falcons looking at cornerback Quinton Mitchell of Toledo. unknown. I don't know much about him, so but if Atlanta's that high on him, my son is a Falcon fan, so I think that'll be a good pick for them. And then the Bears, defensive lineman Byron Murphy, the second out of Texas. I hope he drops, but he won't drop as far as 21. Beast. Will start the first day of the season as well. Then to get the Jets. The Jets are in need of a tight end. Now, there's talk that tight end Brock Bowers, who's the best tight end from Chicago, out of Georgia, may not go at number 10. They may go a different route. He may be as far as number 15. Never 21, but 15. Bowers is a beast, got good speed, great hands. By far the best tight end in college today. And then maybe look at number 11, Minnesota Vikings. If he's there and they will grab him, I like this kid. He's a winner. I think he's lost one game in high school and maybe 2 games in college his whole career. J.J. McCarthy from Michigan. Great quarterback. Well, let me rephrase it. I won't say great. Very good quarterback. Very mature quarterback. Very, his football IQ is out over the charts. He will be a good, solid quarterback for Minnesota. Fits in the blend with what Minnesotans like, okay? Denver, number 12, Broncos, edge rusher, Dallas Turner out of Alabama. Anything out of Alabama, Carl, we can come to you right now. Anything out of Alabama is beast. Beastality. Anything, beast. Las Vegas Raiders, offensive tackle J.C. Latham out of Alabama. New Orleans, number 14, the Saints, inside offensive lineman Troy Fatanu out of Washington. That's another pretty good pick. Indianapolis Colts, wide receiver Brian Thomas, Jr. out of LSU. This kid has shot up. He has shot up since the combines. He has shot up the ranks. He was not even a first-round pick consideration. 16, the Seahawks taking edge Jared Verse from Florida State. I was hoping he would have been there for Miami. Jacksonville Jaguars, cornerback Teron Arnold out of Alabama. You see Alabama, I got 3 in the first round, right? Cincinnati Bengals taking inside offensive lineman Talasi Fugu of Oregon State. Then you got the Rams looking at Alamulawa Fashanu out of Penn State. I know I messed that brother name up, but don't judge me on that. Number 20, Pittsburgh Steelers taking offensive lineman Graham Barton out of Duke. And then the Miami Dolphins looking at Amaris Mims out of Georgia, offensive tackle. He can play guard. He can play tackle. He can play right guard, left guard. He can also, if Armstead retires, he could probably move into the left tackle position. So that's the top. Let me just get to Dallas, and we'll take you call to Philadelphia, taking Tyler Gurton out of Oklahoma. Minnesota Vikings again, they pick from Minnesota via Cleveland, taking the edge Latu from UCLA. And then the Dallas Cowboys is expected to take wide receiver Xavier Worthy out of Texas. They need a wide receiver to help CeeDee Lamb. Caller, you on there. How you doing?
Guaranteed.
Listen, I know you was coming with this, I was
guaranteed. Miami will win game 2. Guaranteed.
You did say that. Muff, you did say that. You did say that.
Hey,
you know something?
Boston fans, y'all start to panic, but y'all need to start to panic. Because when you see Saturday come, if Miami play halfway as good as they play, boy, look here, they win that game 3, Boston in trouble, boy. Boston will be in trouble. I say that. Without buckets.
Muff.
Without Jimmy Bucket.
Calm down, Muff. Calm down a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Now.
Okay. Listen. Miami hit 23 threes. 23 threes. That ain't gonna happen again Saturday. Ain't gonna happen again Saturday.
Okay. Well, Boston hit 22 on Monday. That ain't gonna happen again.
But it didn't happen in game 2. But Boston got away from the Heat did what Boston did to them. Boston got away from what they do best. Boston is not an ISO team. I don't know why they were doing so much ISO. Boston is a pass around, drop it in, kick it out for the 3-pointer. Boston shoots more 3-pointers than anybody else. I don't know what they were doing on last night against you guys, and they deserve what they got.
See, that's what Naughty was saying. See, with Eric Spoelstra, when you see Eric Spoelstra and lose a game, get blown too. That's the same thing what Naughty is saying. The best rebound, the best coach in a back-to-back game after getting beaten, getting blown. The best record.
He's a very good adjuster. I think some people think he's the best coach in the NBA. He's very they don't underappreciated, underestimated everything. He does
defense, man. The zone defense.
He does it. But we'll see on Saturday. I think it'll be a good
we'll
game.
see on Saturday though. Yeah, but like I say, and once Bam play consistent, he need to play that because he really carry the team down in the last 2 minutes, boy. See, once we have our next game like that, Saturday, he can stay consistent because sometimes he's be good one game and off the next game. Yeah, the same thing with Martin. Hero. Hero always a hero.
Hero said,
come on, man.
Hero.
But, hey, Boston fan, start buying your Maalox and thing and your Tums and everything and your Pepto-Bismol, son. Because y'all can need it, but y'all got bellyache after this disappointment. This is a world shocker. Miami win the series. I say it.
But if Miami win that series, it can be rough. It can be rough for Boston because Boston, if they win that series,
that team break right up.
But I tell you one thing, they're panicking right now in Boston. They're afraid they didn't realize they would lose that game. They need to come with vengeance.
I'm going down to Miami for 2. Now our home record ain't that good, but this is the playoff, man. Thing shit. Hockey is Junior. Once he be on and Heisman, once everybody, you see, it was a team effort. It was a team effort.
It was a total team effort. It sounded like everybody hit a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
It sounded like everybody hit a 3-pointer.
Let me let someone else get it so I can hear the picks too.
All right,
but a good draft tonight. I'll be throwing them to the draft tonight. And that OKC game was good too, boy. The Pelicans let me down again, boy.
No, but I'm telling you, the Pelicans, the Zion is not there. Without him, they're not. They're not much. And I didn't think they was gonna be that bad.
And you see what happened to the Clippers? You see what happened to the Clippers in game 2, right?
I don't want Dallas.
You see how Dallas come back, right?
I rather Dallas win that series. I ain't never believed in the Clippers.
But you all LA Lakers, yeah, man. When you go back home to LA, try get one. Try get one in LA, man. And then time as you leave from LA, tie up that series. I want to see us be 2 apiece.
I hope so, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, then. All right, boys.
Okay, thanks for calling. Texas say, hey, Pearly, what the Lakers will do different tonight to beat the Nuggets. It was nice to hear Sparky's voice, even though he had plenty brown bottle. Thank God, no Anton today. Praise the Lord. You know, I don't know what to expect from the Lakers. We can take this last caller. I don't know what to expect from the Lakers. But we'll see that happen. Call you on there. What's up?
Yeah, Pearly.
Hey.
You know, I didn't want to talk basketball in the first hour, but you know he's a Laker, and I'm mad, right?
Yeah.
I suffer from post-loss
syndrome.
Depression syndrome. Because you listening to listen, man. My fro, everything cool, you know. My first, my boy, don't mind me. Listen to me. Yo, I like how we listen to me. I was watching NBA from black and white TV. I can remember my name, my brother's Jojo White.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Celtic,
you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, you can remember I was a Laker for my friend Bob McAdoo, Jamal Wilkes, etc., right? So
okay.
I know I was a Laker.
Couple years after. I'm a Will Chamberlain Laker.
Boy, I used to jump on the skyhook. I was a 6'3" fella. I used to jump on the skyhook.
I gotcha.
And then Magic come and Professor left and the right on hook. You know he was ambidextrous, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm mad because I even didn't watch the rest of the game. I watched game 1. You listening?
Yeah.
And Terry Quality was leading up by 10. We had a 20-point lead. You know what's going on. Yeah. So I went to bed when we was leading by 10 points. I say, man, it's hard for them to catch the stuff once they know what to do.
Yeah.
So when I wake up and we lost, you know, I was upset. So I into them like that. I mean, you know, it's the Lakers still always whether they lose or win, but I can't take it.
I
don't like to watch us lose. You understand what I say? But I see Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
I watch them playing their games, you know, because I ain't that busy right now. But they got a white boy playing guard, right?
Yeah.
He hard. Trust me, I watch him come off with a little screen and them and thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. So to me, look like anybody could. When I glimpsed the Pelican in OKC. But the Lakers, man, if they win, man, Pearly, man, niggas trying to sweep us.
That's what could happen. I tell you,
I know
that's
you're
what
glad. I know you're glad the draft come because you could start off talking about the draft.
You know so good. Yeah. All right, thanks for calling. Let's get to the picks, then we're going to get to the break, and when we come back, Colin Cowherd is going to talk about the draft tonight and give you a little insight on it. All right, Cleveland Cavaliers at the Orlando Magic. Orlando, you make the playoffs, so that's all you can do is to show. I think the Cleveland can be up 3-0, and I taking Cleveland and the points today. The New York Knicks at the Sixers. The Sixers are 5.5-point favorites. I think Embiid is not 100%. I think he's only probably 70%. I really believe the Knicks could sweep this one, you know. I really believe that. And then later on, the Nuggets at the Lakers. Lakers are 1.5. If you don't win tonight, LA, it gone your system. So I'm going to give the Lakers and the points tonight. Just hope that they do what they're supposed to do. And see what happens. The Dodgers right now playing playing the Washington Nationals. We're up 1-0 at the bottom of the 6th inning, 2 out. So we're looking pretty good there. That's Yamamoto pitching. Yamamoto pitching 5 innings, 3 hits, and 7 Ks so far, 1 walk. Excellent stuff. That's it, folks. That's all I got. The time I got. We got to go to the picks, and then we're gonna get to the break, and when we come back, Colin Cowher is gonna talk a little bit about the NBA draft. I'll see you tomorrow with Naughty. It's been fun. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all the calls. Thank you for all the texts. This is Pearly Talking Heads Station, Garden Radio 96.9 FM. I'm out.
Get ready! On May 4th and 5th, athletes from around the world will compete to secure their spot in the Paris Olympics. Come, witness history as our Bahamian athletes run against the world and chase the sun. From paradise to Paris at the BTC World Athletic Relays here in Nassau, Bahamas at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Get your tickets now at worldrelaysbahamas24.org or at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium box office or at BTC Moorland Marathon or BTC Southwest Plaza. BTC World Relays. Be there.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
You hear what Boss Man was saying in the back there just now? About what? The luncheon? Why you always worried about food? No, about how we gotta pay a little more for national insurance. Mildred, you talking food. I can't afford to pay that. And you're always crying, pour 'em out. Ain't gonna be much. Boss still gotta pay. 1st of July, 2024. I think that criminal benefit is what did help my boy Tony through the pandemic. That same unemployment benefit. And guess what? What? Susan, I think she'd get a pregnancy benefit, eh? You mean maternity benefit, eh? So now, we gotta do our part to make sure we get our pension. All right.
For more information, visit NIPrateincrease.com.
All those loans I had were so overwhelming. Fidelity's debt consolidation loan combined all my loan payments into one easy payment with a built-in savings plan that pays me unbeatable interest. It's time to make that move to Fidelity. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Joel Klatt joins us live. He'll be on the NFL Network Draft Show tonight. By the way, Brock Bowers, the tight end, is really good, but outside a wide receiver, tight end misses more than any position in the first round in the last 20 years. Some of this I would propose to you. I would submit that it's because in the NFL you have to block as a tight end, and outside of Iowa, a lot of programs don't ask their tight ends to block. My first 13 picks is a lot of tackles. I got a lot of tackles here. Am I nuts? What's your guess on that?
No, it's a really heavy offensive tackle draft. And they're all very good players. All of those guys are going to get selected in the first round. And I think everyone that you have will get selected in the top 15. So you're absolutely right on that one. I mean, who's throwing the ball to Rome Odunze? I mean, just like, are they signed? Like, well, I don't understand that one. New England cannot move out of 3 unless they can guarantee themselves that they're going to be in a position to draft one of the top 6 quarterbacks. So there's no way they would trade back to 11, have JJ on the board, and then pass on JJ. They also like JJ, but you're right in the fact that they want to move up. They're trying to get up into that top 3 for Drake May. Because this Jaden Daniels, not even smoke, but the rumors and everything about him in Washington, that is very real right now. You're going to have Caleb, then you're going to have Jaden, and then the draft really starts. Is someone coming up for Drake May, and is New England willing to deal that pick? I think that's all fascinating. And the other part that I would just throw out is I want Jim Harbaugh to take Marvin Harrison Jr. just because that's like the college guy in me that just wants to see it, right?
It's funny that the Chargers are interesting because they do want to trade down. They need a center, a tackle, a receiver, a tight end, a defensive tackle. They have some needs. They have 2 4s.
Now, let me jump in on. I'm sorry but whatever. It's like you and I do this really well. Tight end. You brought up tight end. What if I told you? Let me just play devil's advocate on tight end. Now I get it what you're saying about first round because all the guys I'm about to mention were not first rounders. However, you can't show me a team, maybe other than like Kansas City, their first Super Bowl, but they still have Mahomes. You can't show me a team that won a Super Bowl because their best offensive player is a wide receiver. And so your sentiment about like, I don't love a first round wide receiver, I might be with you on that, even though some of these guys are very talented. However, check this out. The last 8 Super Bowl winners, every single one, they had a guy, and I would argue as a primary offensive weapon in the passing game that owned and operated in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp with the Rams, Gronk, and Travis Kelce. So these people, including you, which you just did it, you want to devalue tight ends because of Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
I really legitimately believe that Harbaugh might think about Brock Bowers there. Now, if he could trade back, like with Minnesota or someone, to get Brock Bowers in the middle of the first round, he is so offensive line and tight end driven. This has been his blueprint everywhere he's been.
Yeah.
I just think that Bowers has a lot more value than maybe people want to give him credit.
So what's really interesting to me, there are 2 teams that I think should take a quarterback first or second round. Jets don't have a second round pick. And it's the Jets and the Cowboys. So I think the kid at Tulane.
You're saying other than the obvious quarterback need.
Yeah. So if I was the Cowboys, I would consider Penix if he drops or Pratt in the second round. The Jets
from Tulane.
Yeah. Jets would have to go to the 3rd round or move down in the 1st to get a second round pick. But I do think Aaron Rodgers, I think you have to get somebody sitting behind him, somebody that's maybe a bit raw. And I think Dallas has to consider that. I'm sorry, if $60 million, $58 million is what I got to pay Dak, I'm going to roll the dice. I mean, I've only got 2 playoff wins in 8 years. What do you make? How far do you think Penix, Bo Nix fall? Because I've heard this from 2 GMs. Denver's too rich for either. 12's too rich. 15, 16 teams are more. Even the Rams at 19, I think, would consider both those guys. Is there a chance Nix or Penix fall out of the first round, in your opinion? What say you on your evaluation?
There's always a chance. There's always a chance. Now, there are 6 specific quarterback need teams in the first round. And I hear you about that 12 spot with Denver maybe being too rich for a Nix or a Penix. The problem is Denver doesn't have a second round pick. So they might be forced into this. And they also don't have a lot of ammunition. Like, let's say Denver loves J.J. McCarthy or they want to maybe try to, like, move up. Well, everyone would be looking at their roster and saying the only commodity that we value is Patrick Surtain.
Right.
They're not trading Patrick Surtain. So then you look at draft capital. They don't have any draft capital. They gave it all up for Russell Wilson and Sean Payton. So Denver may be forced into a position where at the 12th selection, they can't move. They don't want to move back or can't move back based on who's available and the value there. And they might be forced into selecting one of those guys. I think Nix has been, in my mind, a fit for Sean Payton.
Yeah.
He likes a guy that wants to operate from a more of a point guard mindset than hold the ball. And that's what Nix is.
Yeah.
Very similar to Drew Brees in terms of that mindset. But to your original question, I'm actually, if I had to bet my own money, I would be betting tonight that all 6 of those quarterbacks are taken tonight in the first round. I really think that we're going to get all 6 of them.
So I think the quarterback that's most interesting to me is Drake May, because like Jordan Love or Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, he's not quite there yet. Needs to be refined a tad, get the right coach. But the draft has shown us in recent years, draft the traits. If you have the right coordinator, draft the traits. Don't get too caught up on college production. That's circumstantial based on coach. Jaden Daniels got 2 more years to start over Drake May. Drake May lost a great receiver. NCAA took him out late. So, the Drake May thing's fascinating. I didn't watch a ton of them. I watched 2 games, and I thought I got a good one and not a good one. But, boy, he looks like Herbert. He completely looks the part. What say you on him?
I totally agree. I think his upside is as high as anybody except for Caleb in this draft. If you take Caleb off the table, Drake has the highest upside of anybody. He makes throws that Jaden Daniels and J.J. McCarthy and even Michael Penix and Bo Nix only dream of making. Off-platform throws. He's highly competitive, which actually got himself into trouble. Without a great weapon set around him at North Carolina, he was trying to do too much. And by the way, that's also kind of the same mold that Caleb fell into at USC this year.
Yeah.
They tried to do too much based on their competitive spirit. And I think that's what got them in trouble, because now that you get into the draft process and people are like, well, he wasn't efficient enough. Well, candidly, I get so upset at these. I'm sorry, I get so upset at these draft people because they want these players to play specifically for their draft evaluation and not for the actual wins in front of them on the field. It's like, well, he didn't complete enough. His completion percentage wasn't high enough. You show me a guy that protects his completion percentage, and I'll show you a guy that does not win. Now, I know that Drake didn't win at an incredible clip, but he was trying to. That's the competitive spirit I want. Youngest of 4, you talked about it, very athletic family. You know that he's tough, and he's got a tough spirit about him. The throws he makes, and I would just say this, and I know you watched this game, the Holiday Bowl, not this last year, but the year before, when he played against Oregon, Dan Lanning's first year at Oregon. He made a couple of throws that made me come right out of my seat. And they're throws that nobody else makes. And if this guy sits for a year, he will be a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League. There's no doubt about it in my mind.
Awesome. So the Bears, I said my 3 takes on the draft. Arizona with 11 picks, 2 first-rounders, 3 in the third, will be the most improved team Monday. They'll do a Houston. They'll do a Houston, but Houston went into the draft without even having a quarterback. So Arizona's got the quarterback.
Yeah, but why not Chicago though?
Well, no. So I said Arizona will be the most improved team. Because I don't.
Right. Well, I'm saying why not Chicago?
Because being a rookie quarterback in a good division is hard. The Chargers will be the most fascinating draft.
But the Texans just did it.
Well, but they weren't Super Bowl. They overachieved. We loved them. It was a neat story. Chicago's not going to be a Super Bowl team.
A neat story.
Well, I think Chicago's going to have the draft that in 20 years we're still talking about, because I think Caleb's going to be their first star quarterback ever. They've never had a quarterback throw for 30 touchdowns. The Packers have done it 18 times with 4 quarterbacks. Bears have never done it once. This will be, for a blue blood franchise, the draft 20 years from now that you go, oh, remember that draft? We got Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
So by the way,
but you still think so in 20 years the Bears will have the best draft, but Monday it's going to be the Cardinals?
No. Arizona's going to be the most improved team overnight. Chicago's in a division. Green Bay and Detroit are stacked. Those are the best 2 teams in the division. And I think the best coach may be in Minnesota. And if Darnold is okay, they'll vie for a playoff. Arizona's going to get 7 starters out of this thing. In a division where Seattle...
They could.
Yeah, I just think they're getting... Now, again, there's a difference between the best team Monday. I'm being realistic about Caleb, so let's pivot to this. I think Caleb's going to be 24 touchdowns, 8 picks, 90 passer rating, spectacular, little rough, got to win by shootouts in this division. It's an excellent division, and they finish 8-9. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, I'm actually more bullish on Chicago. I think if you look at the quarterback needy teams, the ones that are likely to take a quarterback, the 2 best possible situations to go into are Chicago and Minnesota because of the weapons around the young quarterback, right? You outlined that when you were going through your mock. I love this idea that you have of like Dallas Turner potentially slipping past Atlanta and getting to Chicago.
Yeah.
if that were to happen, or even if they were to go like Jared Verse or something along those lines, I think that you could be in a situation where for the third straight year, you have a team in the National Football League have both the offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year in pro football. We had it with Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson last year with Will Anderson and C.J. Stroud. And if you got a top end, edge player at 9, Chicago could be in that mode as well, offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year. I get it about the division. I'm less enthused about Minnesota. I like Kevin O'Connell. I don't know for me, like, how is this Darnold young quarterback situation going to go, in particular with Justin Jefferson? Like, when does he start getting upset about not getting the ball or not getting the ball on time? Is he going to be willing to allow these quarterbacks to grow or wait? I'm not sure. Whereas, like, Caleb's going to a place where he's going to be the guy. There's offensive weapons around him, and there's an organization that is in a much better position to succeed than they were when they drafted Justin Fields. They remind me much more of the Houston Texans last year than the Carolina Panthers. I think we would all agree with that. And that's why I think we might be selling Caleb's impact on the National Football League next year short. I think it could be pretty profound. This guy has a skill set that we have not seen come out of college football ever. He's a mixture of a great pocket passer and Patrick Mahomes. And Mahomes didn't have any of his pocket presence or schematic presence when he came out of Texas Tech. And yet you've also got the ability to be off platform outside of the pocket and be an absolute weapon throwing the ball down the field. So I think we might, because we've seen him for so long and people get turned off with the nail polish and the crying, and I think we might be selling short Caleb's impact on the NFL next season.
I don't dislike that. I think Green Bay and Detroit are stacked. I think those teams are really good. You know what? If Caleb gets drafted number 1 to celebrate, I could do nail polish Monday.